I'm here in Chatswood, New South Wales, with Sebastien Eckersley-Maslin. Anthill readers will probably recognise the name because Sebastien is the author of the very popular blog series that we ran, How to
start up a business in 7 days and for less than $500.
For less than $500, and it went absolutely viral on our website and was picked up by other blogs all around the world.
That's right.
But it was a remarkable story because you did effectively that. You had 7 days, every day Sebastien blogged. From day one was coming up with the concept and the branding and the website and the logo and the technology. And you achieved it within 7 days for about
$498.
$498. The business was AutoCarLog.com, or just AutoCarLog.
That's AutoCarLog. Yeah.
AutoCarLog. Quickly, explain what that does.
All right. AutoCarLog is a way of managing vehicle mileage via SMS.
Yes.
It's an online logbook that replaces the paper logbook.
So rather than have the paper thing in your book, you send an SMS every time you hop into the car, and it keeps track of what you're doing. And it's got like really cool functionality in the sense that you can see which quarter is going to be most effective for you in terms of managing your tax and
the ATO. The ATO only requires you to manage your logbook for 3 months.
For 3 months.
So what the system does is it works out which 3 month period is the best 3 months for you
the best
to use. That's right.
For getting a tax deduction. Now it's been 2 months since that blog post.
That's right.
And quite seriously, that blog post was from scratch to having a working model. And the last one, you were about to get your first customer. You were talking with your first customer.
Yeah.
Rather than sign up thousands of different people who need a logbook, you took a different approach. What was that?
That's right. Well, I quickly realised that to sell AutoCarLog at $5 per month subscription, to make any decent amount of money, I'd have to sell it to hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of people. So rather than trying to approach thousands of people, I thought, well, I'll go a different path and seek someone who's already got tens of thousands of customers and approach them. So what I've done is I've approached the major tax accounting firms in Australia that do all your end-of-year tax returns.
And these are companies that already provide their customers with
logbooks.
With logbooks.
That's right.
As a gift, generally.
Yeah, and one in particular, one of the larger ones last year did 700,000 tax returns and gave out 115,000 paper logbooks.
115,000 paper logbooks.
That's right. So I've approached them, and their CIO is using it, loving it, and we're in the final stages of negotiating, rolling out AutoCarLog to all their customers.
So the last 2 months, what are the highlights of the last 2 months?
Well, that's basically one of the major highlights is securing this deal, which could potentially bring in hundreds of thousands of dollars of revenue to the startup. And the other one is...
When so far we know that the startup costs were
$498. I haven't put any more into it.
Yep.
I haven't put no more money of my own money into it. It's pretty much returned that money already in the subscriptions we've already got, which is fantastic. And the other major highlight is I'm in the final stages of negotiating venture capital with someone else, and we'll employ someone full-time to manage it, to run it, and to grow it.
Right. Big question. Do you need the VC, or...
We probably don't. I mean, we need the VC to grow up quickly.
You need to grow quickly, yeah. Okay. Yesterday, we were both at the Young Entrepreneur Stepping Up program, which Anthill and Jack Delosa put together on behalf of the New South Wales government, which was a 2-day conference followed by some mentoring and then a half day. What were some of the key outcomes from that event that you've brought into your business?
The key outcomes from that event was they really focused on leveraging business deals, building a business that is scalable, and they're the two key things that I've taken and put into AutoCarLog. So leveraging business deals with these tax groups out there that already have thousands of customers, leveraging that relationship, giving them a bit of a cut, and then building a scalable system. The cost per sale for AutoCarLog is next to zero. So very soon we'll be moving into America, North America, Europe, and all these other international markets, because the cost for me to do so is next to nothing, which is brilliant. The system's already written. The only effort required is tailoring the end tax report to their relevant tax laws. That's the only requirement.
Which you don't have to do anyway, really.
No, that's right.
No,
it's already pretty much been done.
So the last 2 months, okay, a very busy first week, obviously. I mean, like, we posted 7 blog posts, but you also had them on your own blog. You probably were doing one every 5 minutes.
I was trying not to do too many, but yeah.
Yeah. Too busy writing blogs and not enough time starting the business. The last 2 months, so it's largely just been about picking up the phone and chatting with people. And
yeah, that's right. I mean, the big key thing to take out of this is all these deals that I've been going for have been a result of a phone call. People have asked me, how did I approach these tax companies? Really, I just looked them up in the phone book and gave them a call. And I got straight to the CEO just by asking for him by name.
And what about the possible...
The venture capital?
The possible investor. Yeah, how did...
The possible venture, I knew this person in the past and they're interested in this particular domain space. So it was easy for me to approach them because I already had a pre-existing relationship with them. But using your network through LinkedIn, through Anthill, and just getting the message out there you're seeking VC for something is usually enough to get some sort of interest and gauge some sort of response back from there.
I know that AutoCarLog's not your only business. You've got your finger in many pies, and I think that you could very aptly be described as a serial entrepreneur.
Yeah.
What next? What else have you got on the cards?
Well, I've got a business called Crystal Display that does digital signage, and I really want to grow that to a point where I can exit from it in the next 12 months. I'm doing a project with Tourism New South Wales, or potential project with Tourism New South Wales to roll out audio tours that are done automatically, which is quite exciting. And there's a potential for a blog series in the future.
That's where I was going to go.
That's where you're
going to go. We were talking about this yesterday.
That's right. Where a lot of people with this startup in 7 days, $500, I won't say complained, but did say that I had an advantage because I was able to do everything myself.
Yeah, there was one particular post where you talked about how I think that you
I built the SMS modem and I built the software.
That's right. Modem. There we go.
And it was only because I've had a bit of experience in the past I was able to pull that off quickly. So the next series that I'm planning to do with the support of Anthill is to do a startup in a month for $1,000, but I don't do any of the work. So
that's excellent.
All outsourced.
So it's kind of like the Tim Ferriss 4-hour work week philosophy, where you find other people to do the different jobs.
That's right. So I have the idea, I have the concept, and heaps of people out there have fantastic ideas.
Yeah.
Just unable to execute it. So
for under $1,000.
Under $1,000 in a month, I don't do any of the work.
So all we need to come up with now is the concept for the business
right.
to roll out. Yeah. Easier said than done.
All right.
We'll be watching with interest. Thank you so much, Sebastien.
Thank you very much, James.
Signing off.